तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद। ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपा कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादान् सहगण ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितं च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कांता राधा कांता नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंचाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Thank you everyone for joining today's Sunday feast class. I am grateful to everyone who joined today, and I request for your blessings of all Bhaktarunda, and I pray to Lordship that the words that come out from my mouth, they are correct, and if there are any mistakes, please feel free to correct. So with that said, today we are going to talk about the verse from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4. I am going to share my screen. So, oh, yes, okay. So, Canto 4, chapter 24 and verse 71. Okay, so I'm gonna recite the first line, then you follow, and then second, third, and fourth. Yoga desham upasadya
Yogadeshamupasadya
Darayanto Munivrata
Dharanachamanipata
Samahita Diya Sarva
Samahita
Samahita
Etat Abhyasata Drita
Etad abhyasatadha
Sarva
Yoga Desham Upasadya
yoga
Yogadesham Vasadya
Dharayanto Munivrata
dharayanto munivataha
Dharanachamanipata
Samahita Diya Sarva
Samahita
samahita
Diya
sarva
Sarva
Etat Abhyasata Drita
etad
Etad
abhyasatadha
Abhyasatadrita
Yoga Desham Upasadya
yoga desha
Yogadesham
upasadya
Vasadya
Dharayanto Munivrata
dharayanto munivataha
Dharanachamanipata
Samahita Dhiya Sarva
Samahita Diya
samahita
Sarva
sarva
Etat Abhyasata Drita.
etad abhyasatadha
Prabhuji, anyone would like to go beside this verse?
yoga deshamupasadya
Yoga Desham Upasadya
Dharayanto munivratah
Dharayanto Munivrata
Samahita dhiya sarva
Samahita Dhiya Sarva
Etad abhyasata dritah
Etat Abhyasata Drita.
Yogadeshamupasadya
Yoga
Yoga Desham
deshamupasadya
Upasadya
Narayanto Munivataha
Dharayanto
Dharayanto
munivratah
Munivrata
Samahita Diya Sarva
Samahita
Samahita dhiya sarva
etad
etat abhyasa
abhyasatadrita.
tadrita. Okay, we will now read word and word by word translation. Yoga adesham.
Yoga adesham.
This instruction of Bhakti Yoga.
This instruction of Bhakti Yoga.
Upasadhya.
Upasadhya.
Constantly reading.
Constantly reading.
Dharayantaha.
Dharayantaha.
And taking within the heart.
And taking within the heart.
Munivrataha.
Munivrataha.
Just take the vow of the great sages, the vow of silence.
Just take the
vow of great sages, the vow of silence.
Samahita.
Samahita.
Always fixed in the mind.
Always fixed in the mind.
Dhiyaha.
Dhiyaha.
With intelligence.
With intelligence.
Intelligence.
Sarve.
Sarve.
All of you.
All of
Etat.
Etat.
This.
This.
Abhyasata.
Abhyasata.
Practice.
Practice.
Adrata.
Adrataha.
With great reverence.
With great reverence.
Now I will read translation. My dear princess, in the form of a prayer, I have delineated the yoga system of chanting the holy name. All of you should take this important stotra within your mind and promise to keep it in order to become great sages. By acting silently like a great sage and by giving attention and reverence, you should practice this method. Then I will read purport by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. In the Hatha Yoga system, one has to practice bodily exercises, dhyana, dharana, asana, meditation, etc. One also has to sit in one place in a particular posture and concentrate his gaze on the tip of the nose. There are so many rules and regulations for the Hatha Yoga system that it is practically impossible to perform it in this age. The alternative system of Bhakti Yoga is very easy, not only in this age, but in others as well. For this yoga system was advocated long ago by Lord Shiva when he advised the princes, the sons of Maharaj Prachina Barhisat. The Bhakti Yoga system is not newly introduced. For even 5,000 years ago, Lord Krishna recommended this Bhakti Yoga as the topmost yoga. As Krishna tells Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita 6.47, Yoginam api sarvesham madgate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yo mam same yuktatamo matah. Of all yogis, he who always abides in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. The topmost yogi is he who constantly thinks of Krishna within himself and chants the glories of the Lord. In other words, this system of Bhakti Yoga has been existing from time immemorial and is now continuing in this Krishna conscious movement. The word Munivrataha is significant in this regard because those who are interested in advancing in spiritual life must be silent. Silence means talking only of Krishna Katha. This is the silence of Maharaj Ambarish. Savai Manaha Krishna Padar Vindayor Vachamsi Vaikuntha Gunanu Varnane. King Ambarish always fixed his mind on the lotus feet of the Lord and talked of him only. Bhagavatam 9.4.19. We should also take this opportunity in life to become as good as a great saint simply by not talking unnecessarily with unwanted persons. We should either talk of Krishna or chant Hare Krishna undeviatingly. This is called Munivrata. The intelligence must be very sharp, samahita dhiyaha, and should always be acting in Krishna consciousness. The words etat abhyasatadritaha indicate that if one takes these instructions from a spiritual master with great reverence, adrita, and practice them accordingly, he will find this bhakti yoga process to be very, very easy. Okay, will go back to the translation. We'll read the translation again. My dear princess, in the form of a prayer, I have delineated the yoga system of chanting the holy name. All of you should take this important stotra within your minds and promise to keep it in order to become great sages. By acting silently like a great sage and by giving attention and reverence, you should practice this method. Hare Krishna. So this verse from 4th canto. So before we go deeper into this verse, let's understand some context, what is going on. So this canto 4 in Srimad Bhagavatam is about the Lord Shiva singing the glorification of the Lord. Now in this verse, Lord Shiva is actually speaking this verse, wherein Lord Shiva says, my dear princess. Now let's understand who are those princes. So princes are, there are 10 sons of King or Maharaj Prachina Barhishat. And those sons are also, they are called as Prachetas. Now King Prachina Barhishat ordered his sons to marry and beget children. And these sons, they took order of their father very seriously, and they went out for that purpose. And during their traveling, they came across a very big reservoir of water. And that reservoir water, the whole place itself was very beautiful, calm, soothing, beautiful flowers, beautiful trees around it. And as they were near the big reservoir of water, Lord Shiva come out of the water, and he actually have the conversation with these prachetas. So that's essentially the storyline, where, and when this verse come where Lord Shiva actually instructing, saying, my dear princess, in the form of a prayer, I have delineated the yoga system of chanting the holy name. Now, in this context, before even Lord Shiva say this verse, Lord Shiva actually he actually he act as the dharma vatsala. In this particular canto, it is explained this particular aspect of Lord Shiva. And it is also explained why Lord Shiva actually come out and he gave this stotra to Prachetas. What caused this? What is the reason? Now Lord Shiva is, as I said, in this canto 4 is also called as Dharma Vatsala. So Dharma Vatsala refers to a person who lives according to religious principles. But there is additional meaning to it as well. That's also Canto 4 explains. Because Lord Shiva sometimes also deal with the ignorant and the passion people, meaning the people who are in the mode of ignorance and passion. And those people, they worship Shiva for material benefit. And as a part of that worship, they follow some of the rules and regulations. And hence, Lord Shiva also give benedictions to those people as well. So that's why Lord Shiva is also called a Dharma Vatsala. And Lord Krishna, I think the Bhakti Vinod Thakur, he wrote a song that's called Bhakta Vatsala. That goes like Bhaja Bhakta Vatsala Jai Shri Gaura Hari. Bhaja Bhakta Vatsala Shri Gaura Hari. Shri Gaura Hari. Shri Gaura Hari. So I think this beautiful song where Bhakti Vinod Thakur write this song for Gaura Hari, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is nothing but he is the Krishna himself. So Lord Krishna is a Bhakta Vatsala and Lord Shiva is a Dharma Vatsala. Now Shiva pleased with these 10 sons of king, because those sons are pious, very pious. And he was very pleased, and he gave the stotra. This whole chapter is about then Lord Shiva gives this stotra to 10 sons. And as a part of this stotra, Lord Shiva glorify the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He glorified the form, he glorified the qualities. Lord Shiva, in fact, is a great devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is the context. And then Lord Shiva is actually instructing about he has delineated the yoga system of chanting the holy name. Now the yoga system of chanting the holy name is nothing but the bhakti yoga. Now in the purport, Srila Prabhupada, the first line where he refers to Hatha Yoga system. Hatha Yoga is a system where one practice bodily exercises like dhyana, dharana, asana, meditation. So what this means is, Srila Prabhupada, as he explained, one has to sit in one place in a certain bodily posture, concentrate on the tip of the nose. And this particular aspect, and this is Hatha Yoga, is also explained in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 4, verse 29, where it says that who are inclined to the process of breath restraint. So these practices where you control your breathing, incoming and outgoing, you curtail your eating process. So what is the outcome? I mean, why we do that? So the whole idea is this dharana, asana, apana, prana, where you do breathing exercises, and then eventually as a part of breathing exercises, you try to bring the equilibrium in your breathing, and at the end the outcome is you increase the duration of your life. And what is the reason for increasing the duration of the life? By doing this breathing exercises. The real objective is to more the duration of the life, you use that life for the perfection in the spiritual realization. That's the real goal. But in this age, Srila Prabhupada says that is practically impossible. Even Arjuna in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 6, verse 33, Arjuna says, "O Madhusudana, the system of yoga which you have summarized appears impractical and undurable to me, for the mind is restless." So where Arjuna says clearly that this particular system of yoga is impractical. On the similar note, Uddhava in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, chapter 29, first verse, where Srila Uddhava said, "My dear Lord Achyuta," so Achyuta is nothing but Supreme Personality of Godhead. "My dear Achyuta, I fear that the method of yoga described by you is very difficult for one who cannot control his mind. Therefore, please explain to me in simple terms how someone can more easily execute it." I think these two, one from Arjuna and one from Uddhava, they kind of substantiate, and Srila Prabhupada says very clearly, this Hatha Yoga system is not practical in this current age. And then Srila Prabhupada says the alternative system of Bhakti Yoga is very easy. So Bhakti Yoga, I think I think we are hearing this our daily Bhagavad Gita class, where we are hearing about Bhakti Yoga, the devotional service, where Bhakti Yoga focuses on how you cleanse your heart and serve Krishna, right? And that is the topmost yoga. So in this particular purport, Srila Prabhupada and even the Srila Prabhupada writes here, I think Srila Prabhupada give a reference of Bhagavad Gita 6.47. How Krishna is telling to Arjuna, "Yoginam api sarvesham mad gate nantaratmana shraddhavan bhajate yomam same yukta tamo mataha." So of all yogis who always abide in me with great faith, worshipping me in transcendental loving service, is most intimately united with me in yoga and is the highest of all. So that's where the Krishna says that you worship me, right? So that's where Krishna also clearly says the Bhakti Yoga is the topmost yoga. And going back to the verse again, Prabhupada writes that topmost yogi is who constantly thinks of Krishna within himself. Now what we are going to now discuss about, where Krishna gives a clear instruction, what is the faster and what is the better process, and what topmost yogi does. Topmost yogi constantly thinks of Krishna within himself and chants the glories of Lord. So how to do that? Because I think as we saw, the Arjuna as well as Uddhava, when both together, they said this is impractical, and the reason is the restless nature of mind. So we will discuss what we should do in our day-to-day life, that how can we try to control this restless mind so that we can at least start thinking about Krishna slowly, and eventually constantly thinking. Because in this particular purport, Prabhupada said topmost yogi is he who constantly thinks of Krishna. So we would like to see how we can connect this to our practical sadhana, and we'll see what the takeaways for us, because Krishna is giving clear instruction in this verse. Similarly, I think in the other there is another verse where mana bhava mad bhakto. In that verse also, Krishna Bhagwan clearly articulate the same thing, who always think of me. So now we'll see how to do that sadhana, so that we as a sadhaka always think about Krishna. So, so Srila Prabhupada says, it is easy to come in Krishna consciousness, but it is very difficult. It is difficult to sustain. So easy to come, and now how do you come? So I think Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita Madhya Leela, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya Bhakti Lata Bija. So it's the Guru Krishna Prasade. So it's a Krupa or Prasad of Guru and Krishna together. So by mercy of Krishna and Guru, one get the Bija, Bhakti Lata Bija. You get a seed. And that's where your journey starts. You come into Krishna consciousness. In ISKCON, that is the society, International Society of Krishna Consciousness, founded by Srila Prabhupada, where we have initiation steps where sadhaka formally he get connected to parampara by having first initiation. So where a guru accepts sadhaka as a disciple. So we have that a formal process. Now, the real process actually starts after the initiation, right? Because you have a beach that you want to progress, but your mind is so conditioned. So the actual process with that sadhaka really begins from after that first initiation. So the goal is you have to control your mind and do the progress in your sadhana. I'm using the word sadhana, which is in English is a practice, so that you can continue on devotional service aspect. So first step is you get a beach. Now you are doing your sadhana, and maybe you are at this moment or at any moment you are at certain level. For example, that level could be for anybody who is doing chanting regularly of holy name of Krishna, that is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, chanting regularly 1 round daily. Someone is doing say 2 rounds, someone is doing 4 rounds, someone is doing 5 rounds and even not eating meats, someone is doing 10 rounds, no meat and no gambling. So everybody's level is different. Now the idea is how, first thing is what we do consistently, and not like when we do, let's say, and not going backward, meaning a sadhaka doing a japa or chanting a holy name 2 rounds a day. We do not want like dropping from 2 to 1. So how do we do what we do consistently and also do more? That is the whole idea. And to do that, how controlling the mind helps tremendously, because the mind is in Bhagavad Gita it says mind is not only your friend but also your enemy. And why enemy? Because when mind is like a monkey. If you know, the monkey is like jumping from one branch, next moment is going to the second branch or third branch of a tree. Similarly, physically, even if it's not, I'm not offending anyone, but even if it is possible that we are attending a lecture, Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, we are attending a melodious kirtan, we are attending the melodious bhajan, even though someone is physically present, but mind could be wandering all over the place, right? So we are going to see what are the ways how can we control the mind. But we need to first understand, due to our conditioning, what is conditioning means? Because we are here in this material world, and because so many birth and death, we have our past karmas, past attachments, and those conditioning, our mind is attached. to material desires. Now, if I go back to the verse, Srila Prabhupada in the purport is given a very beautiful example of Maharaj Ambarish. So Maharaj Ambarish, I think this example is something that we all should cherish, how Maharaj Ambarish was using all his senses for serving Lord Krishna. I would like to share that because on the Zoom, if I can, we all can see it. Prabhuji, can I share? On the Zoom, I say it's disabled. Okay. All right, so I can read it out. I think I'm not able to share now, but I can read it out. So in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 9, Chapter
Hare Krishna,
4.
Prabhu. You can
Hare
share
Krishna.
now.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Okay. This is something I would like to read because this is so written beautifully. And we all should read. And I highlighted all the senses, how Maharaj Ambarish was using everything. So I'll read it out. Maharaj Ambarish always engaged his mind in meditating upon the lotus feet of Krishna, his words in describing the glories of the Lord, his hands in cleansing the Lord's temple, his ears in hearing the words spoken by Krishna or about Krishna. He engaged his eyes in seeing the deity of Krishna, Krishna's temples and Krishna's places like Mathura and Vrindavan. He engaged his sense of touch in touching the bodies of Lord devotees. He engaged his sense of smell in smelling the fragrance of Tulsi offered to the Lord. He engaged his tongue in tasting the Lord Prasada. He engaged his legs in walking to the holy places and temples of the Lord. His head in bowing down before the Lord, and all his desires in serving the Lord 24 hours a day. So indeed, Maharaj Ambarish never desired anything for his own sense gratification. He engaged all his senses in devotional service, in various engagements related to the Lord. This is the way to increase attachment for the Lord and be completely free from all material desires. Now, this is really, I think, very elevated stage. I would say that engaging all the senses. But this is really introspective for us. Like when we say, when we ask the question to ourselves as a sadhaka, why cannot I control? No, why cannot I focus on Lord? Even if for some moments, for myself, like when I do a japa during a day, I don't know, maybe for after say 15 or 20 times saying the japa, my minds again start wandering. So these are some of the challenges. I wouldn't say challenges, but these are conditioning because your mind is keep wandering. But when we Srimad Bhagavatam is giving a clear instruction with an example. And this is the goal that we should set to our mind. It is not hard. And that and definitely with the having the association of devotees, this is definitely doable. And Srila Prabhupada actually is giving this example of Maharaj Ambarish. And I think it is not no offending, but many of the sadhakas, say on the call, might be doing this already. But at least for me, maybe I have to improve a lot. So this is something we need to look and see when we do this, engaging our mind throughout a day, then there is no opportunity to Maya to occupy your mind. That is another outcome. That is what we want. Because once Maya occupies, then your mind gets bewildered. So if the question, if we ask, while reading these verses, we understand Lord Shiva is instructing a yoga system to prachetas, right? So if I let me stop sharing, and if we go back to the verse, the translation itself, let me share that back. So here Lord Shiva talking to those 10 prachetas, and he is instructing. I have described the yoga system of chanting the holy name, which is nothing but bhakti yoga. And he is not just stopped there, he's giving the what to do. Then he's giving instruction. All of you should take this important stotra within your minds and promise to keep. Now this promise to keep, it's deal with your mind. When you take stotra in your mind, so Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. This is the Maha Mantra Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given to all of us. So this mantra, we promise to keep it, which means as a part of our sadhana, daily sadhana, we promise. And again, it is a gradual process. As I said, every sadhaka has a different level. Initially, it would be mechanical japa, just finishing the rounds. But one thing I heard in one of the morning Bhagavatam lecture, when you do a chanting, do a louder chanting. What it means, when you say the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, those words you also hear at the same time. As you are hearing, that hearing process goes more and more better, which means your chanting becomes more and more attentive. So we need to, if you practice that way, that will help us to, at least for that 16 rounds, let's say 2 hours time, or if you are doing 5 minutes or 10 minutes of initial japa, at least for those 10 minutes, you are bringing your mind to the Lord or Lord's holy name. So that's what the promise means. So Lord Shiva is giving that instruction. And another thing is, this is one example. Other example is on the day-to-day life, like even for sadhakas, we attend the lectures, Bhagavatam lecture, Bhagavad Gita lecture, and we should do that on a daily basis. For sure, Srila Prabhupada has mentioned that in many lectures. But typically what happened, at least in my case, what I have seen, many cases we attend a lecture. Right now it's all virtual, but before Corona virus situation, we used to attend a lecture in the temple. And once you attend the lecture, when you come out of the temple, again your mind switch back to the material world. And then it starts occupying. And that's a struggle. So how do we control that? So more and more we keep mind always either hearing or chanting. That will help us, even if we are moving away a little bit from this Krishna conscious or bhakti yoga process. Because we are not there yet today that we do this bhakti yoga 24 hours. Just now we saw this example from Srila Maharaj Amrish. He was saying 24 hours a day. We are not there yet, but that's okay. But at least we should continue our process as much as we can, and with that mood and with that attention, because we do not want, as I said, how to control mind is this bhakti yoga process where we set the goal. We should set the goal for our mind, because if there is no goal, then we just go with the flow. Right? We need to set the goal, and what those goals would be. It could be anything for different individuals. If I take an example, that maybe next year I will definitely go do say 16 rounds all rounds in Brahma Muhurta. Today I'm doing say 10 rounds. but I will try to do all 16 rounds in Brahma Murta. That may be my goal. And how to bring that determination, because determination matters. And the determination, consistency we see from our Acharya, Srila Prabhupada, we see from Acharya like Namacharya, like Haridas Thakur. I think those, and that determination, how that influences us is by constantly hearing about them, hearing their lectures. And Srila Prabhupada, I think he wrote one letter where Srila Prabhupada says, please study my books. Srila Prabhupada didn't say, please read my books. Prabhupada is very careful, and he was saying, study my books. Study and reading is a difference. Study meaning when you are going through that purport, you contemplate on it, you think about it. I mean, what is meaning and how that relates to me. And Srila Prabhupada has taken tremendous effort in translating Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam in English with lots of examples. So I think that instruction Srila Prabhupada is asking, please study the books, because that will influence your determination as well. And that determination will help your mind to be focused on your spiritual goals. Because when you make a progress, that definitely counts. So I think that is, so going back to this purport, where in addition to the mind control, another thing that here, the word that comes called Muni Vrataha. So Muni Vrataha, as Prabhupada is describing, is significant. So Muni Vrataha means, Prabhupada wrote here, because those who are interested in advancing in spiritual life must be silent. And again, Prabhupada explains, silent means talking only of Krishna Katha. So it is pretty clear. I think we as a human being, due to conditioning, we talk, some nonsense, material activity. Because even today, if I see my example, I have Karmi's friend, spiritual friend. When you talk to Karmi friend, definitely conversations are not spiritual or Krishna Katha. There are those nonsense talks also. Now the question is, how do we improve? Or it is not like you, if you are talking to your Karmi friend, how can you bring your Krishna Katha or Krishna stories so they can also hear about it, right? So this is like a goal, how we can improve. And again, this is a gradual process. But important thing is to understand what silence means. And more we observe this rule of silence, meaning talking only of Krishna Katha, reading or talking of Srila Prabhupada's book, that eventually control your mind. Because then you are not letting mind to get occupied with anything called Maya, which is other than Krishna. So here Srila Prabhupada wrote, we should either talk of Krishna or chant Hare Krishna undeviatingly. This is called Munivrata. So here Prabhupada also talking about chanting aspect, undeviating chanting. I think we talked about chanting just few minutes back. But if this is kind of instructions to us, and this will help us to control our mind. Right? And then at the end, the Srila Prabhupada wrote, the words etat abhyasatadritaha indicate if one takes this instruction from a spiritual master with great reverence and practice them accordingly, he will find this Bhakti Yoga process very, very easy. So here Srila Prabhupada is actually clearly articulating that what the like taking this instruction from the bona fide spiritual master and practice them accordingly. Because when we take instruction from spiritual master, again I think, and spiritual master need not be always a Diksha Guru, Shiksha Guru as well, because both are representative of Krishna. So one should take instruction from Shiksha Guru and or Diksha Guru with great reverence and practice. So Srila Prabhupada, he's Acharya. So Acharya means who just not just speak words for the sake of saying. He showed that by example. He put the words in practice. That's why this line says you take instruction and practice them. So at the initiation, if I go back to the first initiation in ISKCON, where sadhaka take some vow that I will follow the 4 regulative principles, and I will also do a 16 rounds of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra on beads. So those are the instructions. And it is possible sometime Diksha Guru or Shiksha Guru may give you more instruction as you are serving. So the whole idea is to take those instructions and practice them and not just keep it just for the sake of hearing it. Because once you practice it, then eventually it will help to control your mind. Because Krishna and Arjuna and Uddhava both says that this Hatha Yoga system is practical because of the restless nature of the mind. They give that root cause, the reason. And Bhakti Yoga, and if this last line, if you take this instruction from bona fide spiritual master and follow, practice them, then this Bhakti Yoga process will be very, very easy. And I think what in ISKCON, Srila Prabhupada simplified this process for us a lot actually. I think for sadhakas in this ISKCON mission, we have to just follow what Prabhupada said, those 4 regulative principles, and chanting the Maha Mantra regularly. If you do that sincerely, consistently, I don't think we have to do anything else. That's what my viewpoint is. Because Srila Prabhupada will definitely take care of that sadhaka. So with that said, I'll go back to the translation again, and I'll just recap quickly. This verse is the conversation between Lord Shiva and 10 sons of Maharaj Prachina Barhisat. So they are also called 10 Prachetas. And Lord Shiva, before this verse, he first described, he actually recited the whole glorification of the Supreme Personality of Lord, around 20 to 25 verses to this 10 Prachetas. And then after that he said, now, so I have described the yoga system of chanting the holy name. And then he give instruction that you should take the important stotra within your mind and promise it to keep it in order to become great sages. And then Shiva says, by acting silently like a great sage and by giving attention and reverence, you should practice. So he is giving 2 instructions: practice and then promise to keep it in your mind. And then in the part of the purport, we looked at Srila Prabhupada first talked about Hatha Yoga system, which is a practice at the bodily level, body exercises. But in this current age, it is practically impossible to do this. So what is the alternate system? Bhakti Yoga, which is not just easy, but much, much better than Hatha Yoga. Far better. It is the topmost yoga. And then we talked about how to control mind on a day-to-day practicing level, right? So how to set a goal, how to track those goals, and to achieve that goal, what we should do on a daily basis. We looked at the example of Maharaj Ambarish, who is engaging his senses 24 hours continuously. Of course, that's an ideal goal for us, but we should strive towards that. And then we looked at Munivrataha, what silence means in spiritual life. And at the end, we all looked at that Srila Prabhupada clarifying that we should taking instruction from our spiritual master with great reverence, adrata, and practice them, because then your bhakti yoga process very easy. All right. So with this, I'm going to stop here, and I'm very grateful to all of you who attend this particular class. And I'm asking all of you, if you have any comments, any realization, any questions, feel free to ask. Hare Krishna.
Hi.
Okay, looks like no questions so far. Okay. All right. So if there is no other question, then we can stop here. Vancha kalpa tarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Rasraj Prabhuji, you can take over the control.
Yes, Prabhu. Ankur Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Ankur Prabhu. You can start chanting. Pyare Prabhu, are we ready for the Aarti?
Just about.
Okay. Shri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Mai ki jai.
Where is this prayer list?
It's 2 minutes to 5. Should I wait?
To what?
Arti?
Is it 2 minutes? 2 minutes there.
Ankur Prabhu, you can start the kirtan. Yeah.
Okay. श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा मैया की जय, श्रीला प्रभुपाद की जय। कि बजय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा। कि बजय जय गौरा चांदे आरती का शोभा। जगमान लोभा जगमान लोभा जगमान Shah बहु कोटि चंद्र जिने वादन उज्ज्वल बहु कोटि चंद्र जिने वादन उज्ज्वल काल देशे बनमाला और झलमाला काला देशे बनमाला और झलमाला श्रीवासुक नारद प्रेम गदा गदा श्रीवासुक नारद Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Yadavaya Namah Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Hari Haraya Namah Krishna Yadavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namah Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan 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 Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Giridhari Gopinath Madana Mohan Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladeva Jaya Subhadra Jaya Jagannath Jaya Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Gauranitai Jaya Radha Path Sati Radhe Jaya Radha Path Sati Radhe Jaya Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Radha Sham Sundar Radhe Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman Jaya Sita Ram Lakshmana Jaya Lakshmi Narasimha 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada
Jai Om Vishnupar Paramahansa Paraprajakacharya Satara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhai Charanaravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paraprajakacharya Asatara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kaho Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasudhi Gaura Bhaktavinda Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gopa Gopinath Shama Kunda Radha Kunda Giri Gopadan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai, Mayapur Dham Ki Jai, Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai, Ganga Mai Ki Jai, Jamuna Mai Ki Jai, Bhakti Devi Ki Jai, Shrimati Tulsi Maharani Ki Jai, Lord Jagannath Baladev Subhadra Devi Ki Jai, Shri Shri Gauranitai Ki Jai, Lord Nrsimha Deva Ki Jai, Shri Shalagram Chilas Ki Jai, Shri Giriraj Maharaj Ki Jai, Samaveta Bhaktavinda Ki Jai, Go Premanandi. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Namaste Narasrimhaya Pranadaladatayine
Anyakasipurvakshaha
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha
Shilatankanakalaye
Shilatankanakalaye
Tonushinho Paratonushinho
Tonashimho Paratonashimho
Yato Yamitatonushinho
Yato Yamitatonashimho
Nishimho Hridaye Nishimho
Pahe Nashimho Hridaye Nashimho
Nrsimhamadim Saranam Prapade
Narasimhamadim Charanam Prapade
Avakara Kamalavare Nakamaduta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakasipu Tanubringam Shavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Tavakara Kamalavare Nakamaduta Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubrinha Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Shringadev Jaya Nashringadev Jaya Nashringadev Jaya Nashringadev
Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev Jaya Narasimhadev
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Nrsimhadev ki.
Jai.
Okay. Prabhu, Dev Prabhu, are you announcing today?
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Prabhu, can I go ahead and share?
You can continue, Prabhu. Yes.
I can share my screen, right, Prabhu?
Just a minute. Darshan is going on.
Okay, okay, Prabhu.
You can start speaking.
Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, everybody, for joining our special Sunday program online. Hope everybody is keeping well and doing good. Thank you, Prabhuji, for providing us darshan. We're able to have the blessings of the Lordships remotely by our online programs. Prasad Prabhu, my screen is visible, right?
Yes. Good.
Okay, so I'll start with our special programs, our upcoming special programs. A reminder for Wednesday, 1st of July, we have Ekadashi. For those of you who can, it is recommended to fast from grains and beans. And we also have a special Ekadashi Bhajan Kirtan program from 6 to 7 p.m. in the evening. We would request all devotees to participate in that program if possible. We also have our regular online programs ongoing. So we have our daily Bhagavad Gita classes from 7 to 8 p.m. We have a very enriching discussion on a couple of slokas every day, and that is followed by a quiz on Saturday to check our spiritual repository of knowledge and have a healthy discussion around the slokas that we went over during the week. We also have a special program on Srimad Bhagavatam every Saturday in the morning. Besides that, we have regular Narsimha Kavacha prayers. Weekdays, it's from 8:30 to 9 p.m. in the evening. And on weekends, Saturday and Sunday, we have it between 10:30 and 11 a.m. in the morning. We also have Bhakti Diksha programs, as you can see on the screen. We also have our kids' Sunday school and Krishna book study. We also have a Saturday kids get together. So we would request all devotees to participate and get the association of all other devotees in these programs online as much as possible. The participation details are on your screen, and it must have also been circulated via emails to all of you. So nowadays we are having just one single number, one single meeting ID to join all of the programs, so that we don't have any confusions on different meeting IDs. Our sponsors for today's program are Mayapur Shashi Prabhuji and family. Hari Bol. We also have Anonymous, who is sponsoring for Krishangi's quick recovery. Hari Bol. As some of us know that our beloved Krishangi, devotee kid, a very special devotee kid, is undergoing a little bit of health-wise, a little bit of turmoil, and we want to keep her in our prayers. We want to request everybody to keep her in our prayers so that she recovers quickly. And we also have Amyo Das Prabhuji and family sponsoring for his son Arjun's 5th birthday. Hari Bol. Amyo Prabhu, are you on? We can have a quick birthday song for Arjun.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Can you see me?
Rasraj Prabhu, maybe you can spotlight on Amyo Prabhu.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arjun.
Hare Krishna.
Happy Krishna conscious birthday. Nandagopal Prabhu, are you available? Then we can have our Krishna birthday.
Krishna to
You. Hare
Krishna to you.
Hare Krishna, dear Arjun. Hare Krishna to you.
may you
Never take birth again. May you never take birth again. May you never take birth again. Go back home, back
to
Godhead. Go back home, back to Godhead. Go back home, back to Godhead.
Hari Bol. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please pray for me. Please pray for me.
Yes.
Yes, sure. Everybody would pray for you. Happy Krishna conscious birthday, Arjun.
Thank you,
Happy
Prabhu.
birthday, Arjun.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Are you happy?
Yo.
Very well.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhuji's Mataji. Please keep him in your prayer.
Sure.
Sure, Prabhuji.
People.
Thank you. Dandavat. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Krishna.
Rasraj Prabhu, I'll go back to sharing mode. I can take over, right, Prabhu?
Yes, yes.
So if anybody else is interested in being one of our sponsors, you can sponsor for the Sunday Feast program. Now we do not have the regular feast at the temple, but we do continue our special Sunday programs online. So you can sponsor for the Sunday programs for the Lordships for $125. The sponsorship is for $125. In case you're interested, you can contact His Grace Pyare Mohan Prabhuji or Jiva Mataji at the number that is displayed on the screen. And you might as well have received this in the different emails that we have sent out. Mahaprasadam for the free sponsors can be delivered as required, and we can contact and communicate accordingly. So thank you everybody for joining once again. Hare Krishna. Rasraj Prabhu, you can take over. Do we have further darshan, or should we continue?
No, we have a sponsorship kirtan.
Should be there, right? Okay.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. Ansika Ramanand Prabhu, can you? Yeah. Yes, Prabhu. You can unmute, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you for joining Sunday program. I think we are done with this program. So thank you, and we'll see you next week. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.